Steers Proprietary Limited is a private company that specialises in the manufacturing of boats in southeast Queensland. Steers Proprietary Limited operates as a private company. This means that the company is privately held by an organisation that is not associated with the government. Steers Proprietary Limited operates both internally and externally. The internal and external factors of this company are vital to create a successful and efficient workplace. Steers does have problems with the internal factor in the workplace. Within Steers Proprietary Limited, there are three active managers who have different beliefs and management styles. These three managers include Lenny, Bob, and Stacey. Lenny is the production line manager who solely believes that an autocratic management style must be adopted in the workplace. Bob is the middle manager and feels that participative laissez-faire best suits Steers Proprietary Limited. Stacey is the CEO of Steers Proprietary Limited, and she believes that her only job as CEO is to control Bob and Lenny. There are many internal factors that need to be addressed within Steers Proprietary Limited, such as the leadership in the workplace, the lack of no human resource manager, inconsistent management styles, poor direction from the CEO, poor training, and lack of team spirit. Steers does have a lot of problems internally, but if these issues were to be fixed, we would see an increase in Steers production and profits. A major internal factor of Steers Proprietary Limited is a lack of no human resource manager. A human resource manager is a manager that selects/hires the right person for the job. Human resource managers use key performance indicators to motivate staff. Key performance indicators are indications that give a visual representation of how well a specific company or employee is going in regards to the working process. Poor training is an internal problem within Steers Proprietary Limited. Poor training is clearly evident in the workplace of Steers as the majority of the staff are not trained to a professional level. Poor training in the workplace discourages employees, if not all, and sets the level of work to a low standard. There is no clear work ethic within Steers Proprietary Limited. This also reflects on how bad the employees perform. This ultimately brings a negative atmosphere to the workplace, which also leaves employees to underachieve and not reach goals. When an employee is poorly trained, this not only affects the employee but the business itself. Everyone has a part to play and a role to fulfill, and if some are not performing to the best of their ability, it can drag down other factors and areas of the business. This also links to the problem of the lack of team spirit. The lack of team spirit in Steers leaves employees with unhealthy relationships in the workplace. Absence of teamwork in the workplace makes employees feel isolated as if there is no one there to help them. There is no clear balance of work and social life in Steers, which leads me to believe that Steers employees may be overworked. Another internal factor that should be addressed, as stated before, is inconsistent management styles. This internal problem is by far the most important problem within Steers and has the biggest impact. A company that cannot find a suitable management technique cannot function properly. Steers needs to find a suitable management style that suits the staff if the business wants to go any further. Steers production line manager recommends an autocratic management style. An autocratic management style is characterized by an individual whom has control over all decisions in the workplace and others have very little input. A single individual has power and control over all decisions. This management style does not encourage employees to have a say or view in any way. This management style is most suitable in urgent times where there is a deadline, but it is hypothesized that this style would not suit Steers as it is similar to that of a dictatorship. Another management style that is implemented in the workplace is participative laissez-faire, which is present through Steers' middle manager, Bob. A laissez-faire management style is where a boss completely trusts their employees. The individual in charge focuses more on the working side of things rather than the management itself. The individual knows the employees can perform and get work done. This management style also encourages employees to have an opinion and share their views. If this management style is implemented in Steers' workplace, there will be a clear separation of pros and cons. This management style allows for the boss to be entirely trust their employees. This may not work in Steers' scenario, as the majority of the staff is poorly trained and are not reliable enough to perform a high standard of work on a regular basis. But participative laissez-faire benefits steers in the fact that it allows for all to have a view and opinion where information can be shared and managers can get an idea of how things are going in the workplace. Steers Proprietary Limited manufactures half the number of boats as it once did. This is due to the reforming of production line in an attempt to increase profits and efficiency, but did not invest any money into staff professional development. Professional development is the improving or increasing capabilities of staff through advanced training and quality education. Professional development allows for the employees to produce quality work. Professional development not only benefits the employees but the business as a whole. If Steers Proprietary Limited was to invest money into professional development, the company would see a clear increase in quality production, thus leading to consistent high standard of work. One major recommendation for Steers Proprietary Limited is to adopt a transformational leadership style. Transformational leadership is a style of leadership which a leader works with assistants to identify needed change in the workplace. After this, leader has identified a necessary change, they guide the modification through inspiration by taking feedback and encouraging others. A transformational leader has high expectations, provides support and recognition, and inspires people to reach the improbable. This leadership best suits Steers Proprietary Limited as Steers has no clear leader. Majority of the staff in Steers Proprietary Limited are not motivated to do work, and the workplace has a negative atmosphere. If there was a transformational leadership style in place, a leader could motivate and encourage the fellow staff workers and bring a positive attitude to the workplace. Another process that could be implemented into Steers Proprietary Limited to benefit the employees includes an open door policy. An open door policy invites employees to come up and ask the manager for questions. It is an effective method in the workplace because if employees have an inquiry, they can clearly see if it is an appropriate time. Steers Proprietary Limited does not encourage staff to attend social events. This is most likely why the team spirit in Steers is at a low. For employees to enjoy and work healthily, there needs to be a clear balance between work life and outside life. Steers should invite and encourage all workers to attend social events outside of work to develop strong relationships with those at work.